Good evening. It's December 20th, 2017, and we're here at the Portland Exposition Building for tonight's exciting boys basketball action between the Lewiston Blue Devils and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt. Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3. Today, Lewiston comes in 0-3. The Dogs are 3-0. Now, Lewiston does have a couple of players to watch, including number 3, Jalen Allison, who's averaging about 7 points a game, and number 11, Kim Torres, who threw in 5 3-pointers in a losing effort against Wyndham. But these really are two teams headed in different directions, Frank.
Without a doubt, Steve. Portland so deep through their bench. You look at a player like Clay Hardy, who, coming into the season, not very highly touted, able to put up 18 points last game. And, of course, you have the Griffin Foleys, Teron Mosses, Charlie Lyles, right on down the line, top to bottom. This Portland team is very impressive in the early going.
Folks, we're going to bring you all of the exciting action in a moment.
Tonight, our opponents, the Blue Devils of Lewiston High School.
Here's Peter Gribben.
Forward for Lewiston, number 33, 6'4", senior, Luke Madore. Starting forward for Portland, number 20, 6'2", junior, Griffin Foley. Lewiston, number 13, 6'2", senior, Desmond Jackson. Forward for Portland, number 23, 6'4", sophomore, Trey Ballou. Center for Lewiston, number 30, 6'5", junior, Noor Hussein. And for Portland, number 32, 6'5", senior, Charlie Lyle. Guard for Lewiston, number 12, 6'1", junior, Garrett Bouchard. Portland, number 12, 5'8", junior, Manny Udo. And for Lewiston, guard number 3, 5'3", junior, Jalen Allison. And for Portland, number 2, 5'9", junior, Teron Moss. Head coach of Lewiston High School. Head coach of Portland High School is Joe Russo. Our certified athletic trainer today is Ryan Lucas. And the officials for tonight's game are Brad Campbell and Doug Roberts. Pretty good ready for this game.
So here's Portland Athletic Director, our fearless leader, Rob O'Leary, at courtside. His counterpart is Jason Fuller. Jason is one of the, really one of the longest serving, one of the finest ADs in the land. He compiles all of the statistics for the Class A North football for all the media, and including us, and we are very grateful for what he does. So there's a drive now in, and a nice bucket by Luke Madore, and you said that he's a player to watch, Frank, before the game.
Madore is, his coach named him as one of the top potential big men in Class AA North going into the season. And we can see right there, he's able to take it against Trey Ballou going for 2.
Yeah, and Desmond Jackson went ahead and rebounded that, and now we're going to go around the horn here as Lewiston comes out fighting. They don't even have Kim Torres, number 11, who was Mr. Everything against Wyndham. And the block there, the partial block, and here's Griffin Foley with the rebound. He'll on the break, Teron Moss up and in.
Excellent job running the floor by Teron Moss. Usually the man you see orchestrating that fast break there, finding the lane, able to take the dish from Foley for 2.
Trey Ballou out there tonight starting for the Dogs. dribbling through the... that's a nice bucket for Garrett Poussard for 3. So Lewiston takes an early lead, 5-2.
Lewiston looking very comfortable early going. Certainly an underdog in this matchup against the defending state champs.
You know, the point is well taken. They've got nothing to lose, folks, so they might as well come out gunning and running, and they are.
And Lewiston also on the 2-3 zone, which will kind of slow down Portland's offense a little bit.
Ballou on the screen for 3. It doesn't fall, but there's Fonseca up. He's looked like a foul, but no call. He gets credit for the rebound, and here's Lewiston on the break. And no call again. Interestingly, as Poussard hits the ground. So here's Manny Hugo. He gets the pass up and around, and he does get fouled finally. He's on his back.
Nice drive by Hugo, able to grab the ball, step back, change direction, slash in.
So the foul's on Desmond Jackson. Shooting 2 will be paid, Manny Hugo from the line. 5:55. And Lewiston has 5, and they lead 5-2 as Hugo misses the first. Try to bring the Dogs to within 2 now. Very quiet evening here tonight, Frank, in the Expo. Hugo misses both ends of the free throw. We see Clay Hardy on the bench tonight, and I think he's nursing an injury, and it's a good night to try to give him a break. Drawing the foul is Luke Mador. He'll be shooting 2.
And that foul will be on Ballou, his first and the team's first. As Mador goes to the line.
Luke Mador at the line for 2.
And misses the first shot from the charity stripe.
And Steve, getting a fast start is paramount for Lewiston tonight, as they'll really want to prove to themselves that they can match Portland, especially in the early going, and see if they can hold on through later in the game.
Well, Tehran had Griffin Foley on the break. He kicks it back out, and here's Tehran now with a floater. Doesn't fall. Lyle back up and in.
An excellent rebound and put back by Charlie Lyle. Lyle keeping that ball high, not bringing it down for the little man to take it away.
And a turnover, the first of the night, as Tehran Moss steals the ball. So he gets his 4th point as Allison goes to the ground. Yeah, there's a little floater there. It doesn't fall. And nice follow-up, however, by Mador. Gets the rebound, gets the points at 7-6 Blue Devils. They have a 1-point lead.
Lewiston not going away. Mador battling inside with Lyle. Able to come out on top that time.
Lyle's got Hugo beyond the 3. He's coming into the arc here, and now we've got Griffin Foley for 3. That doesn't fall, but there's Lyle. It doesn't fall that time either. He did get the rebound. Well, does he get credit for the rebound if it doesn't hit the rim?
Well, that's where it comes down to the scorekeeper, I guess, Steve.
Probably more of a pass that was errant. I'm giving him credit for it because that's how I roll. Charlie Lyle gets credit for a rebound. Ballou up and in.
Good look by Foley. Nice placement by Ballou in one of the gaps in that zone.
Nice assist by Griffin Foley. Stop, pop, and hit. Poussard for 2, his 5th of the game. It's a 9-8. The Blue Devils have a 1-point lead, and wouldn't you know it? The Blue Devils are making this a game in the early going. Hugo with the rebound. He's got Ballou in the paint, and Foley off to the side. That's not going to make it.
And good fight inside by Hugo again.
That's a nice play and a turnover there for Portland. Hugo a couple of rebounds in that series, but it's 11-8. The Bull Devils have a 3-point lead. Teron beyond the arc chooses to get it over to Lyle on the foul line. That doesn't fall. And the rebound will be taken by Poussard. Poussard, yeah, that's a nice floater there by Allison for 2. 13-8 is the score. It's a 5-point Lewiston lead as Tom Joyce and Pedro Fonseca are set to check in for the Dogs.
Certainly not a development anyone saw coming into this game, Steve.
Nope. And that's going to be a rebound credited to Noor Hussein. Now that's a little too far ahead. The rebound will come to Yugu. 2 Lewiston players crashed into each other as a turnover.
And I think they'll say that the Lewiston player stepped out of bounds. Then it will be Portland ball on the side.
So Muhammad will check in for the Blue Devils, as does Kim Torres, number 11. Torres on Joyce is quite a matchup here near the foul line. There's a much different spread there, but of course it's not a man D right now. It's a 2-3 zone.
When Torres trying to drop down to cover that 4 hole, as Lyle's able to work his way inside and draw the foul.
25 is the Muhammad on the foul as he comes in.
2 on the team, Charlie Lyle.
Charlie Lyle will shoot 2. Try to make it a 3-point Blue Devil lead here if he can hit them. Right now the Dogs are down by 5.
And right now nothing is falling for the Bulldogs. Portland will be better served on offense trying to get that ball inside rather than trying to launch it over the top of the zone.
The Dogs have a tough game coming up at Edward Little. It'll be Thursday night, 2 nights from the night that this game is being played.
A great fight inside by Fonseca. Just kind of rolls it over to Teron.
The thing is that at some point it was a Fonseca-Joyce fight. But here we go now. Torres beyond the arc and not hitting it that time, and Fonseca with the rebound. Here's Lyle in the paint there. He gets out. Ooh, and Teron Moss is hacked. We'll see who gets the credit for it. It's either going to be 12 or 33 here coming up.
And it'll be Poussard.
No, number 12.
Number 12, Garrett Poussard. His first, team foul number 3. Teron
And we'll see if Teron can stop the bleeding from the line. Portland yet to hit a foul shot tonight.
There you go. His 5th point of the game. As checking in for the Blue Devils is number 10, Abdifata Alou.
Lewiston going pretty deep into their bench early.
And Teron will hit both ends of that, so it's 13-10, and now the Dogs are within 3.
And Medora drawing Lyle way out half court there.
And a nice move by Medora. He's got 6 points now. Second on the Blue Devils to Poussard. 15-10 is the score. 1:08 left in the first quarter. The Blue Devils are leading the Dogs. Here's Griffin Foley for 3, and watch out if he starts to hit. 15-13, under a minute in the first quarter. It's a 2-point Blue Devil lead. Simon Chadbourne set to check in for the Dogs. Torres up, it doesn't fall, and Lyle with the rebound, the outlet to Fonseca, who underhands it to Foley, up and in. Now it's a tie game, folks, 15-15.
Griffin Foley, the personal 5-0 run here.
Yeah, and that's going to be a turnover for Lewiston.
One substitution. Number 30, Simon Chadbourne. And Tom Joyce.
He'll come in for Tom Joyce, who saw some early action tonight.
Portland right now putting 4 shooters on the floor with Fonseca, Chadbourne, Moss, and Foley. And that'll be crucial against this zone if they can try to spread it out, spread the floor, and really force Lewiston to stay honest defending that 3-point shot.
So Lewiston stays in the zone. Chadbourne beyond, way beyond the NBA mark, actually. There's Lyle with a nice power move inside for 2.
And a beautiful look by Teron Moss.
Oops, that's going to be a foul. As Allison will hit the floor with only 1.9 seconds left.
To Teron Moss, his first, second on the team.
So we'll see if he saved a basket. Mohammed, well, gets the quick shot off. Alou does, but it doesn't fall. So, Frank, as it should be at the end of the first quarter of the score, the Portland Bulldogs in the lead, but just by 2, 17 to 15. Pedro Fonseca to inbound to Teron Moss, as these teams will have a fresh 7 to start the second quarter, fresh 8 rather. And Simon Chadbourne around the horn here a little bit.
Lewiston doing an excellent job rotating in that zone. Portland's just going to run their offense through here. Keep Chadbourne going to the baseline.
Lewiston playing a very tight D right now. But Lyle inside has got that left-handed hook going. He'll open up a 4-point Portland lead, 19 to 15.
Lyle's 6th point of the night.
There's Torres out to Medor. Around the horn here.
Nice quick hands by Teron. Get a mid on that.
Here we go. Chadbourne up and in for the layup.
A little confusion on the Lewiston side off the inbound. Portland able to take advantage.
21-15, another turnover. Teron gets fouled.
Lewiston's 4th turnover early going here.
That's going to be on Luke Medor.
33, Luke Medor, his first. Team foul number 4. Teron Moss shooting 2.
He'll hit the first, and Trey Ballou now will check in for for Griffin Foley. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Teron finally misses the rebound. Will come to Luke Medor, his 2nd of the game. Desmond Jackson, the ball handler for the Blue Devils, as Torres now with the ball.
And that'll be a travel. They'll say he picked up his pivot foot. Desmond Jackson not entirely sure why that call was made. Lewiston showing a little 1-2-2 half-court trap. They'll try to get the ball towards the corners, but Portland right over the top.
Simon Chadbourne for 3, his 5th point of the game. 25-15, and now Portland has a 10-point lead, and the Blue Devils will take a timeout, and so will we. So as we get the cheerleaders, here we go Bulldogs. Number 12, Garrett Poussard will inbound for the Blue Devils. Allison now gets it over to Medor, who brings it over the line. Medor now. Nice, nifty shot there from Medor, his 8th of the game, point of the game.
And that breaks the Portland 10-0 run.
Chadbourne just sprinting along the baseline, but there's Ballou inside. He fights up. He doesn't fall. He gets the rebound, but then so does Medor to bring it back now. Over half court is Allison. So the Blue Devils certainly in this game. That's over the top, and Chadbourne with a rebound. So Simon Chadbourne has come in here and done everything.
Chadbourne, a little spark plug there, and that basket will count for Moss.
So he gets 2, and he's fouled by Poussard. That's his second of the game, Garrett Poussard. As Griffin Foley will come in for Simon Chadbourne, who came in and had a go of it today. 5 points, some rebounds. 10-point Portland lead, Moss at the line. Buries the first one. Or makes it the 3-point play, excuse me. 28-17 is the score. 5 minutes left in the first half.
Portland showing man pressure here. Teron Moss read that all the way.
Well, another Lewiston turnover. It's 30-17 with 4:50 left in the first half. And if you're a Bulldog fan, all is right in the world. So 4:47 left in the first half. The Dogs have a 30-17 lead, a rather comfortable lead right now. We have a push.
They'll call the hand check on Trey Ballou.
Number 23, Trey Ballou is second. 3 on the team.
Allison now gets the cutter, who is Medor, but it doesn't fall. Fonseca now with the rebound to Teron Moss, up and in. Just like that. The Bulldogs are up 32-17.
Portland running very well there.
It's a 15-point Bulldog lead, and from behind the arc, it won't fall for Medor.
And that'll be a travel. And say Foley picked up his back foot before the ball hit the ground. Portland's 4th turnover of the game.
2-6 maybe for Lewiston?
That's what I have, Steve.
So number 3 here is Allison. And nobody there.
And confusion on the Lewiston side running the offense. And Lewiston appears to have switched to a man-to-man defense here. We'll see if they sag back into the zone once Portland gets into offense. And they'll stick man for the time being.
Teron for the 3, up and in. I think that's his 17th point of the game. 35-17 is the score. He scored as many points as the Lewiston Blue Devils have.
And this next one, half of basketball so far for Teron Moss. Sprinkling in a couple assists, a few rebounds, a couple big steals as well.
So Griffin Foley almost trying to intercept that. That's a 3-pointer left-handed by Jackson. It doesn't fall. But the rebound will come to Luke Medor.
And they'll say Medor had his foot on the baseline. That'll be Lewiston's 8th turnover.
Working it in, Charlie Lyle. You just know that's going to mean something at the end of this year in the playoffs, his ability to be able to work that ball in like that. 20-point lead for the Dogs, 37-17.
Currently a 12-0 run for Portland. There's another turnover. Good look ahead.
Foley with the basket. It's 39-17 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half, and we've got a foul.
That'll be Lyle's first foul of the night.
First, team foul number 5. Desmond Jackson, shooting 2.
And Lewiston will look to Jackson to stop the bleeding.
Teron with the rebound. He's going to go coast to coast, and he's going to draw the charge there, so he's going to get the charge. Drawn by Allison, I believe.
Bowling foul number 2, Teron Moss, his second foul, team foul number 6.
And for Teron, an instance of having to know his body and know his position on the floor. Lewiston able to set up and just expect that drive, absorb the contact, pick up the charge call.
Well, there's Fonseca now with the rebound. He'll take a look, and he's going to try to go coast to coast. He floats it up and in. His first 2 of the game.
And Fonseca just carving right through the Lewiston defense. A one-man fast break.
Well, close to a travel there, but no call. The hard move in doesn't fall, but Charlie Lyle is there for the rebound. Fonseca outlet underneath to Foley and in.
Good look by Fonseca. Foley wide open underneath for 2.
A nice floater there by Jackson for 2.
Only Lewiston's 4th points of this quarter, Steve. The Bulldogs have opened up a commanding lead.
So, 21 seconds left. The Dogs will play for last shot here. Lyle will come out to set the very powerful screen, although sliding through is Jalen Allison.
And I think calling this a high screen is a little bit of an overstatement.
Teron up and in.
Oh, excellent take by Teron.
I've got to say, I'm running out of room on my score sheet here for Teron.
Foul will go against Medor, his 3rd.
19 points.
Correction, his 2nd foul.
That's correct. And 19 points for Teron Moss with 3 seconds left here. That doesn't fall. And the long shot won't fall either as Medor gets his 5th rebound of the game. So it's 45-19 at halftime. Dogs firmly in command. We're here at halftime, and we're joined by Mr. Everything from last year, Joey Esposito, the Fitzpatrick Trophy winner. We've seen him at some football games. We've seen him at some basketball games. First of all, what do you think about tonight's game? First of all, after the first quarter, you had to wonder what the Dogs were doing.
Yeah, first quarter was pretty rough. I think it was a low-energy game, so they had to create it themselves. Took them a little bit, but now they're into their groove.
Well, you know, a stranger to being in the groove, you had a great basketball season as well. You really you bring something to each team that you're on, frankly, and that's why there were a couple of championships, really, and you were in the final last year. We saw you at some football games this year. What did you think about the overall effort of the football team?
It's great that a team can achieve to get to back-to-back state championships. It shows determination and everyone not giving up on the dream, and even though they lost, it's something to feel accomplished about being there twice.
Absolutely, 2 years in a row. So now let's talk about you a little bit. You're at University of Rhode Island right now. Is that right? How are things going?
It's not necessarily the school for me. It just doesn't have the great feel, so I'm going to be transferring to University of Maine at Orono.
Well, could that bode well for Orono athletics, one way or the other, if, at least intramural or club? Or
Yeah, intramural. A lot of people do want me to pursue football again, and still a thought up in my head that I need to think about. It's a big option.
Well, everybody would love to see you, Joe, if you do make it back, and it's a pleasure to see you, and best wishes to you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So we had a chance to visit with Joe Esposito. It's always great when we have students come back to say hello to us. Great athlete, great member of the Portland program. They've got a few good members this year too, don't they?
An excellent second quarter for the Bulldogs, outscoring the Blue Devils 26-4, coming off the heels of a 17-15 first quarter. Big scores for the Bulldogs right now. Leading the way is Teron Moss, who has scored exactly as many points as Lewiston has in the first half. Teron adding 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. For other high scorers for Portland so far, Griffin Foley with 9, Charlie Lyle with 8 and 4 rebounds.
There you have it. And Lewiston is led by Luke Mador, who has 8 points, and Garrett Poussard, who has 7. They're rounded out by Desmond Jackson with 2 and Jalen Allison with 2. You also noted, Frank, that after that first quarter in which the Dogs were down by 2, they went on 10-0 and 12-0 runs. And as Joe Esposito pointed out, they needed to do something to shake it up, and they did.
Well, that's certainly the potency of this Portland team, is they can just put the gas pedal down, run the floor with tremendous strength, and really put gap between themselves and their opponents, as you saw so far tonight.
Folks, the score is 45-19. We'll be back with second half action in a moment. So the Bulldogs will come out after not having warmed up to start the second half, and the ball will be inbounded by Garrett Poussard. Over in the backcourt to Jalen Allison.
Portland sticking with their same starters to start the second half, as is Lewiston.
Big Norn Hussein, who is covered. Here we go, just inside the top of the key. It doesn't fall from the door. Dogs rebound. Teron for 3, and he hits it.
Up to 22 points so far for Teron.
So, turnover.
And turnover number 11 for Lewiston.
$48-19 is the score.
Lewiston back to man-to-man defense.
So Lewiston came out with some real energy in the first quarter, but it's 48-19 now. The Dogs in front. Lyle shoots it. It doesn't fall. Actually, the rebound will come to Allison. And there's a nice effort there. Up and in as Noor Hussein fights for that pretty hard. And the rebound by Garrett Poussard.
Nice little wiener inside.
There's Lyle underneath. He travels.
5th turnover of the game for Portland. Off the Lyle travel.
48-21 is the score. 6 minutes left in the third quarter here at the Portland Expo. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt. Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports. That was a hard-fought effort there, but the rebound goes to Griffin Foley. The outlet to Fonseca. Excuse me, to Yugu, who's going to wait here just a bit beyond the arc.
And Portland will pull back and run through our offense through.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Looked like that might have been touched last by Mador, but again, we're up here, and they're down there.
And that's why they're getting paid to do the game, Steve.
That's right. We have just our second road game of the year coming up. Frank I should say, all three of us at Edward Little coming up. Edward Little beat Deering at Deering. They beat Oxford Hills, of course, as well. They've got a nice record, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the North.
And EL returns virtually its entire roster from last year. A team that Portland beat handily twice. Once here at the Expo, and the other coming at the Augusta Civic Center in the regional semifinals.
Again, fighting hard underneath, but Charlie Lyle with the rebound, Yuga with the good hands to hold on to it. Oh, but Ballou a little off of him. So, 48-21, the Dogs firmly in command here with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 27-point Dog lead right now. You know, and if the ball, you got to hit those shots and you get the opportunity because they're not going to come that often. Foley with the rebound. Yugu with the fall away. It doesn't work as it goes into the hands of Jackson. Jackson cups that ball nicely up and in. Gets two. Lewiston's 5th point of the quarter. 48-23 is the score. 4:20 left. Oh. Well, that's
steal by Jackson.
Yeah. And you can't convert on the other end, and Ballou will get the ball, and he's got Moss to Foley. Oh, my goodness.
What a look.
That is what you call a fast break. 50-23. 3:53 left in the third quarter. The Dogs in command.
Poussard.
Yeah, and really nice effort there.
Following the ball there.
Again.
Lightning fast.
2 in a row. I looked down for a moment to write down something, and I just missed it. But the camera doesn't lie. 2 breaks in a row, Moss to Foley. 52-23 is the score. As the Dogs have a 29-point lead.
Lewiston going 1-4.
So again, nice open look there for Alou, but it doesn't fall. And the rebound, or I should say the possession will be Portland's here at 52-23. Just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter here at the Expo. Alou for 3. And it's going to be Lewiston ball. Checking in now for the Blue Devils, Mohammed as Abdifata Alou will take a seat. Lewiston, a fine sports tradition. Their most recent, one of their most recent state championships. Not only did they win the, I think, the New England's in cheerleading, but they also won the state soccer championship just a couple years ago. That's a travel for Mohammed, and they won it with a school well known for its diversity, much as Portland's. And there was a documentary, I believe, that was done on it, and it really just a great thing to see these young people come in and add richness to the community.
Yes, it's certainly a story that Portland is well familiar with. And a level conference here. And it looks like it will stay Portland ball.
Here at the Portland Public Schools, both Portland and Deering have a rich tradition of diversity and talent, especially over the past few years. Baloo with a nice getting the pass there, but ultimately Hussein possesses. He's got Mohammed. He's got Alou. Alou, that doesn't fall, and Moss is fouled. By Noor Hussein.
Number 30, Noor Hussein is first. First on the team.
And first foul of the second half. Noor Hussein showing some good athleticism here early. Only a junior, standing 6'5", so certainly a player that we could expect to grow into his body next year.
Yeah, Baloo with the NBA 3, that doesn't fall. The rebounds to Muhammad. Foul called.
No,
maybe not.
I think it'll be a kickball, Steve.
Yeah. Well, that makes more sense. Checking in for Lewiston is Jeremy Medor, number 22. Torres up, and it doesn't fall. Tehran to who else but Foley. Oh, he fights so hard for that. And there's Lyle underneath, and he's fouled.
Steve, at the rate we're going here, Jim Hartman might want to think about Tehran Moss as quarterback next year. His ability to put it over the top to Griffin Foley.
You can look in the background, and you can see Coach Hartman with Coach Ferranti, the softball coach, enjoying the game. We see them at most games. You know, supporters of the Bulldog sports effort all the way around. They like to come in the case of Coach Hartman, and see some of his own athletes on the court, like Griffin Foley and Tehran Moss. Hussein with the rebound. Medor now has got Muhammad underneath. Ooh, nice work on the pivot. But it's going to be Portland ball. 52-23. It's been a while since we've had anybody score.
We're looking at about a 2-minute and 20-second drought here, Steve. With the pair of Moss to Foley layups, the last two scoring opportunities.
Nice rebound by Alou. And it's off of Foley's foot. Oh, he covers up nicely and then puts it in. Great natural talent for Griffin Foley. That's his 15th point of the game. Half a minute left in the third quarter. 54-23 is the score. The Dogs in command here. 31-point lead right now.
Getting off close to a 3-second violation.
Yeah, and they're going to call it. Oh, another turnover.
16 turnovers so far for Lewiston to Portland 7. As we wind down the third quarter.
Tehran Moss up and in!
Of course.
3 points from the Emerson Toyota sign way downtown. There you have it, 57-23. As we have some wholesale changes for the Dogs, we have Quinn Clark, number 10, John Bento, number 15, Pedro Fonseca, number 5, Simon Chadbourne, who's got a 3 tonight, number 30, and number 34, Thomas Joyce.
Important, we're really staying with a 6-man rotation in that second quarter. The third quarter, that is. See, now you have me doing it, Steve.
Fonseca on the reverse. It doesn't fall, but he's going to be shooting 2. That foul is going to be on Noor Hussein, his second.
The team's third of the second half.
hits one of two. His third point of the game. 58-23 is the score. Dogs in front. There's the cutting Torres.
And that'll be off Fonseca's hands. As Lewiston will take a full timeout.
So, 7:12 left in this contest. 58-23 is the score, Dogs. So the Dogs have a 35-point lead right now. 58-23. They've got substitutes in. Here's Mohammed over to Kim Torres, and inside. You know, and fighting for every last basket there, Noor Hussein for two. So playing for pride, the Blue Devils at this point, but so are the Portland substitutes. Joyce underneath. The rebound comes to Mohammed. Over everything, and Quinn Clark will have the ball. He looks up court, thinks better of it, slows it down a bit. He's got Chadbourne on the right. He's got Fonseca, one fake. Up and so sweet.
Nice pull up by Fonseca.
That really was. Lets the defender go by him, up and in. 60-25 is the score now. Still a 35-point Portland lead. Clark with those nice hands there goes into the table. As Manny Yugu will check in for Simon Chadbourne. Damian Poulin checks in for Lewiston, number 23, and number 14 is Derek Foy. As that clock ticks down. Portland ball, another Lewiston turnover.
Number 17, Portland with a plus 10 advantage in the turnover margin tonight. Great backdoor cut by Fonseca. Good pass by Clark.
Fourth quarter's been Pedro Fonseca with all the Portland points so far. Alou has Muhammad underneath. It doesn't fall. Yuga with the rebound. He looks up court. Lewiston gets back in a hurry, but there's Thomas Joyce up and in.
An excellent look by Yugu. Nice finish by Tommy Joyce. He'll have a chance to go make it a three-point play.
Foul will be on Desmond Jackson.
Foul is on number 14, Derek Foy.
Excuse me, that'll be on Foy, his first.
Joyce shooting one.
Well, that doesn't fall, and I think, interestingly, the signal was for white ball, but the point was to blue, but it is going to be Portland ball here underneath. A little too high for Quinn Clark.
A nice back tip there by Fonseca. Yugo able to corral the steal.
Here's Yugo. Oh, he splits two defenders, up and over. Poulin. 66-25, just under 5 minutes to go, folks. Nice bucket by Alou. 66-27, 4.5 left, and a nice defensive play as Alou goes coast to coast and bats that out.
Alou showing some nice athleticism there. Seemingly able to hang in the air on that jump shot on the other end, hustling down to the Bulldog end.
You go underneath. That could be his first bucket of the evening. And a turnover. Here's Fonseca up and in. Oh my gosh. He is just that quick and just that good. 70-27 is the score.
And it looks like we'll have a blocking foul. And it'll be on Bento.
Portland foul number 15, John Bento, his first. First on the team.
Interestingly enough, Steve, very clean second half for Portland as that's only their first foul.
And here we go. Well, we have a whistle.
And they'll have a double dribble as they'll say that Fonseca corralled it with one hand, picked up his dribble and put it down again.
There is a little bit of a student contingent here tonight. We expect that there'll be bigger crowds over the Christmas break. We don't generally cover those games for WPPS TV3. We take a break and sometimes just watch them. Well, Mohammed's got the moves, but he can't convert, as that's the second reverse that hasn't worked for him in the last few minutes. Yugu now. Bento to Clark around the horn. Bento for three. Doesn't make it as Alou will get the rebound. Foy doesn't hit. And Yugu will come up with that. He's going to be surrounded, rebound. And we get a jump ball.
Seventh rebound for Yugu, and the arrow will indicate Lewiston ball.
32. Simon Chadbourne back to
So here we go. And Mr. Fisher gets the rebound. Ben Fisher comes into the game for Portland, number 14. So we see Tanner Foley in the house near Joey Esposito. Tanner was a great member of the Portland Bulldogs teams over the years, a great role player, and of course we know that he and Griffin lost their dad, Phil Foley, this year. And it's, by everyone's account, a great, great person, a great athlete in Portland, and just an all-round really great, great guy. So it's good to see the Foleys here in the house. One on the court, one in the stands. We have a foul. Second foul for Alou. 70-27 is the score right now, as Bento is at the line and he hits the first one.
And Steve, with that free throw, every single Bulldog has made an offensive statistical contribution to this game. Every Bulldog dress, that is. We have Clay Hardy and Lino Ben not suiting up tonight.
No charge called there as Quinn Clark went on the floor, but Bento, nice hands there, gets it over to Chadbourne, is in the game. Chadbourne hands it off to Clark. Bento for three again. Doesn't fall, but Joyce is underneath, And he puts it up. It doesn't convert, and it goes out of bounds. A couple of rebounds here for Tommy Joyce. In the late going. 71-27 the score, of 1.5 minutes left in this contest as Yassin Mohammed, number 32 now with the ball. So Lewiston also has its reserves in. Quinn Clark with the rebound. Chad
Bento again.
And Bento goes in hard and he charges.
Woman foul, number 15, John Bento, his second. 3 on the team.
If you check out the Portland bench, that is quite a lineup on the bench. As the Blue Devils will bring it down with just under a minute to go. Nice effort there by Mohammed, Yassin Mohammed for 2. 71-29 is the score. No look pass to Joyce, up and in. His 4th point of the game. 30 seconds left here. Alou now. Up and in with a nice bucket for 2. 73-31 is the score. There are 5 seconds left, and that's how it's going to end. The Bulldogs are going to win 73-31.
Lewiston, Yassin Mohammed had a basket for 2. Jalen Allison had 1 basket for 2. Noor Hussein had 2 baskets, 4 points. Desmond Jackson, 2 baskets, 4 points. Abdika Alou had 2 baskets, 4 points. Garrett Broussard had a 3 and 2 baskets for 7. And Luke Noor, 4 baskets, 8 points. Scoring for Portland, Trey Ballou, a basket, 2 points. Tom Joyce, 2 baskets, 4. Manny Hugo, 2 baskets, 4 points. Charlie Lyle had 4 baskets for 8 points. Pedro Fonseca, 4 baskets and a free throw, 9 points. Griffin Foley had a 3 and 6 baskets for 15. Karan Moss, 3 threes, 6 baskets, 4 free throws, 25 points.
So a resounding 42-point win for the Bulldogs tonight, folks. None of the Blue Devils got into double figures, but Luke Medor had 8 and Garrett Poussard had 7. On the other hand, the Dogs were lights out. They had several players with in single digits who were role players who did something great on the court tonight. Their big scorers, of course, were Charlie Lyle with 8 and leading the team in rebounds, and Pedro Fonseca with 9 points and a bunch of rebounds of his own. Griffin Foley with 15 points and Teron Moss with 25. So, do the Dogs have any room for improvement?
Well, one glaring point to improve on from tonight, Steve, is free throw shooting. Portland was 6 of 16 tonight, which by my rudimentary math comes out as 38%. Certainly a statistic that Portland will have to improve on before they head up to Edward Whittle in a hostile environment and play the Red Eddies on Thursday.
Folks, the Bulldogs go to 4-0 tonight at the Expo. This is Steve Schwartz and Frank Meid along with Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports saying so long, and we'll see you next time. Good night.